Hey everybody, I am back with another bookstore video. Let's go inside and see what treasures we may find. I always make a point to check the Easton Press collection because Stephen King did release Dead Zone through Easton Press, so I've always got my eyes peeled in case a copy of that shows up. There's not one here today. Slaughterhouse 5, I'm sure that's probably signed by Kurt Vonnegut, which is really cool. 175 bucks. Very interesting. Some recent stuff, some Dark Tower. More Dark Tower. Do my key. Hello. 20 bucks. Gray end papers. Whoa. $22.95. Holy crap, friends. I think I may have found a treasure. Ooh, copyright page. It doesn't indicate any other printing. Holy crap. Is that a first trade of it? I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty clean overall for 20 bucks. Cover's got some stains. I might be able to clean that up a little bit. It's kind of challenging on a paper like this, but even so, first trade edition of it for 20 bucks. I think that's a good deal. I'm gonna be picking that treasure up. Hooray! The bottom shelf. Interesting. 3-in-1 edition. I'm not a big, I mean, I'm not a fan of those. I just don't collect them. Hello. Could lightning have struck twice. $14.99. $15.95. Oh crap, I can't remember the price off the top of my head. It does not state first edition. Barcode, you can barely see, starts with a Y. I don't know what this is, must be an early printing, but it's not a first. It's in decent shape though, as the 1983 variant on the jacket, which makes sense if it was a later printing. Could still be a good deal for $14.99. Jacket is very fragile, this one, for some reason, and that one's in, this copy is in good shape. Someone from the library of Rhonda Crumbly. Well, thanks a lot for that, Rhonda Crumbly. I don't know why people do stuff like that. I'm sure Rhonda never lent this out or anything. She just had to put her name in it, but that's interesting. So for $14.99, I think that's a good deal too. That's one that I could potentially flip. So I'll add that to my pile. Very cool. So yeah, I'm back outside again. It's a warm day, so I apologize for the air conditioning noise in the background. So, man, this is what keeps me coming back. I did a little bit more research. I pried open the gutter gently just to get a good glimpse of it on this pet cemetery. It doesn't state that it's a first edition. The first edition gutter code is Y38. So that was produced in the 38th week of 1983, which was the year Y. This book has a gutter code of Y45. So 7 weeks after the first edition. So this one had the same price, same language on the back jacket, except for the 1983 correction. But it is not a first edition. It's not a first printing. So because of the design, I would say it's fair to call it a first edition second printing. It also doesn't have a number line, so I'm a little at a loss, but second printing, third printing, something like that. But for $14.99, and you'll see periodically when a book's a little bit more fragile, they put the price on a card, a bookmark inside the book, which is a nice touch. They do sometimes price things very bizarrely, but they also take care of books and they love books. So this jacket would not benefit from having a sticker affixed. But so second printing, potentially third printing Pet Sematary for $14.99. I already have a first printing, so I do plan to sell this. And when I list something on eBay, I start the auction at the price I would need to recoup my costs. I try not to be a scalper or some nefarious, loathable character like that. So for $14.99 to recoup my costs, I would probably list this with a starting price of $19.99 and just sit back and see what happens and get all excited about it. Put a miler on it before I send it out, because it will make a nice addition to somebody's collection. But the big find, the thing I'm super excited about, is the copy of It that I found for 20 bucks. That is a first edition, first printing. It has a sticker on the spine, some previous price sticker. Looks kind of junky, but I have the means to get that off. So I think what I will do is I will clean this up just as best I can. Clean up the cover, the boards, the spine, if I can. And so this was $19.99. I would list this with a starting price of $24.99 and see where it goes. You never know, but I've seen a lot of copies of It over the years. It's a big book, it's heavy, it's one that people enjoy, that people read, so it often ends up a little worse for the wear. And copies, this one is not flawless, but it is clean and intact and in good shape. So I think 20 bucks was a really good deal. I'm excited about that, and we shall see what it brings on eBay. Who knows? But anyway, thank you very much, as always. If you're like me, you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, and I was at this bookstore 2 weeks ago, and neither of these books were there, but they were there today. And when I think about that, that's what makes my FOMO just go crazy. My fear of missing out. I've got to get down there. As soon as I leave here, there might be somebody walking around with a cart, an employee, and they might be stocking just some more amazing deals on their shelves. And that's what keeps me coming back. And the customer service as well. When I was checking out, I was at the front desk, and the cashier said, "Did you see the copy of Carrie that we had out in our shelves?" And I said, "No," because I really hadn't noticed it. I was shooting video. I shot a video of the shelf where this book was, and I just skipped right over it because it didn't stand out to me. I didn't notice it. Shame on me. But yeah, it was really nice of her to point that out. So I went back out and looked, and it was priced at $25. It was a full-size book club release with a quarter cloth binding, which was nicer than the book club edition that I used to have. That was full price, or full size, 9.5 inches tall. That just had a paper binding. I'd never seen one with a quarter cloth, but the jacket had some issues, some scuffing. There was some smudging on the page edges and stuff. And for 25 bucks, I passed on that. But just for a second, just for an instant, as crazy as it would be, Half Price Books does some crazy things sometimes. And my heart stopped, and I ran out, and I had, see, it took me maybe 30 seconds to get from the cash register back to the stacks. And in that 30 seconds, that's what it's all about. That thrill of, oh my God, what if it's a first edition? What if it's like that bonkers random edition that had bright yellow cloth covered boards instead of the traditional red? What if it's something really remarkable? Just a cherry, pristine first edition sitting on the shelf for 25 bucks because whoever brought it in to sell it didn't know what they had. Whoever purchased it for the store didn't know exactly what it was. It's happened before. It has happened before. But alas, I didn't get my $25 first edition copy of Carrie, my diamond in the rough, the In the Wild find to end all In the Wild finds. But I'm pretty dang pleased with what I did find. So anyway, thank you for joining me on this video, and I will talk to you next time. I'll be doing this again at some point when the FOMO kicks in and drags me back to the bookstore to see what new stuff they have. But anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.